please, let's give a warm welcome to the president of Litual Group, Tatiana Volodina.
So, ladies, this is Tatiana Volodina, amazing, beautiful lady, brilliant mind. And she reinvented her business and made it a billion business. So she transformed Litual Group from a successful retailer into a full ecosystem. Now it has IT division, now it has pharmacy, now it has 1,600 or 700 shops. 1,600 shops. Can you imagine? So the business is huge, Tatiana is huge, and we need to listen and to write everything down. You have notebooks. Again, I'm promoting everything that you have in bags. So, you came into business from the corporate world. What is different between being the employer of a huge corporation and being a business owner? What is different between two of those mentalities?
Good afternoon, dear ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your first question. It's very comfortable to be here on the stage, actually. Okay, so that's a very interesting question. Yes, I used to work in two big corporations, in Estée Lauder companies in US and in Shiseido, Japanese company. And that was really fantastic experience because from Shiseido, I learned a lot about quality, striving for perfection, very high technologies, ingredients. And in the US, in Estée Lauder, everything was about marketing, promotion, a lot of crazy and great ideas, how to present the products, and it was really, really fantastic. And then when I moved to Litual, to retail business, I had already that luxe brand experience. And with that knowledge, I came to retail, where I have no idea how to build the stores, how to open the stores, and the team was much more professional than me. And I asked a lot of really stupid questions. Why you do this? Why you did that? And sometimes the questions were not so really crazy because I was new and all that questions, we changed a lot. And I brought a lot from the brand. Therefore, I think it was, on the one hand, challenging but exciting.
Thank you. Could you please share a bit about your background? So what experiences or moments in your life had helped you to shape yourself into Tatiana Volodina that you are today?
Okay, so as I said, I worked in two big companies and then in Litual. And what I can say, the life is not easy, and the life of business lady is not easy at all. And I strongly believe that obstacles, problems, issues, difficult situations really help us to become stronger and to get strength. And if you cope with these problems and situations, you become really stronger. And success and good results give you a lot of courage to move on. And I can tell you one very funny story which happened to me in the very, very beginning of my career. It was just after university, and I started to work in a distribution company, small distribution company, and they were distributor of Hermès parfum. And it was my first day in the company, and I came, and it was big PR event with the launch of Rocabar, Hermès Rocabar. And I was just, the first day, I was just looking, and all by a sudden, my vice president, very strong lady, she came to me and said, okay, we have a problem. Interpreter, she didn't come, so you will translate. I said, I will have to translate. And whom? The president of Hermès Parfum, Remy Gomez. And I said, but I have no idea about Hermès Parfum. I have no idea about Hermès. Okay, you will do it. Otherwise, what you are doing in my company? And I said, okay. So I go to the stage, and Remy Gomez, he's a fantastic person. He started to move. He put all this, that Rocabar is blanket from Hermes language. And he moved into the hall and started to run there. And what the worst thing, he started to speak French. My French is extremely poor. And I was on the stage alone, just, and my president was watching me like that and doing like that. And I said, that's it, that's the end. And I rushed, and I was trying to reach him. And when I came to him, I was so desperate. I said, Remy, will you please switch into English? Otherwise, I will be fired right now. He looked at me, smiled, and it was the beginning of my career. I will never forget that case. So.
But that made you Tatiana Volodina. Such small issues. Yeah. Who have been your role models? Did you have
role models?
One or several?
Okay, very good question. Actually, I do not have just one role model. I think I have a few. First of all, my parents. My father, he was a fantastic gentleman. Always studying, always learning something. I will always remember him with a book every day. And he was the Wikipedia in the family. You can come to him with any question, chemistry, maths, whatever, astronomy, he can find it. He could give you a very right answer. My mom, she is the son, she's the soul of the family. And, I'm really trying to be like her. And also, I was lucky enough in business. I met Mr. Leonard Lauder, the son of famous Estée Lauder. And I met him, 3-4 times per year because I was in Estée Lauder. And every time, I learned from them. I learned from him how to run family company, how to treat every and each employee as a family member. And of course, I learned a lot of his very smart ideas. Once, we were together in New York in Estée Lauder office, and there were a lot of general managers from all countries. And he asked, what do you think I have in my pocket? And we said, okay, glasses, pen. And he said, no, I have a mascara. And they said, why do you have mascara in your pocket? And try to guess, ladies. Try to guess, you have to be smart. And everybody started to think. He said, okay, I can help you. So mascara, because mascara is the product which ladies buy very often, 28 days, and she will come back. So this is a hook product. Sell mascara, and then, start conversation, present more products, etc., etc. So he was a fantastic gentleman, very nice, and we call him, inside the company, we called him Mr. Cosmetics.
Thank you. What has been the biggest challenge in your career?
Hope, it was. And I hope it will not be in future. So that's very sad, actually, the answer. I think it was in 2013, then my husband passed away. And that was the most tragic moment in my life. And because I was absolutely destroyed inside, empty, but I could not show it to the team, to the partners. I had to be strong, I had to smile, I had to show that I'm full of energy to continue. But emotionally, I was absolutely empty. And that was really, I think, one of the most difficult time for me. But regards sudden challenge, that was for me, for the company, quite difficult to enter Gulf countries market. We are very famous in Russian CIS. Everybody knows L'Etoile. It's like 99% brand awareness. In every village, if you ask, where do you buy cosmetics, L'Etoile? So, but when we came here, I was absolutely self-confident that it will be the same. We will go to Dubai Mall of Emirates, just very easy, overnight. But when I met first landlord, the question was, do you have any stores here in the region? I I said, no, but we have a lot in Russia, in Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan. Okay, Tatiana, when you open your first store here, we will see. I said, oh my God, but look, no. And every shopping mall asked me the same question. And then, by chance, or probably not by chance, I met Mr. Amar Al-Futtaim, the owner of Al-Futtaim Group, and I told to myself, this is the only chance. And I was so emotional, so passionate, so pushy. And in the end, he said, okay, Tatiana, I gave you a space which I plan to have for my Toyota salon in Dubai Festival City, 2,000 square meters. And I said, fantastic, 2,000 square meters. And it was, our first store here. And then we opened 6 and the 7 is on the way.
Seven stores is quite a lot. It's quite a lot. We need 70 or 700 in the Gulf region. So I wish you this amount. So today your business has more than 1,600 beauty stores. How many employees do you have?
Okay, let me count. We have really big holding. We have L'Etoile with, as you rightly said, 1,600 stores. No, 1,000 stores. We have Podrushka, it's a drogery chain with 600 stores. Podrushka in English, it is bestie, best friend, bestie. It's a very nice word, I like it. So we have 2 plants. They produced skincare and fragrances. We have several logistic distribution centers. I think all in all, we have around 18,000 people.
18,000 people, ladies, 18,000. It's a huge amount. So what principles or values do you rely on when you are managing your team? Because it's extremely big, 18,000 people.
Yeah, I think I have a quite short answer. I prefer to work with smart, fast, and loyal. And if you find people like that, it's quite difficult combination, frankly speaking, but if you find them, you have to trust, delegate, and respect.
Thank you. In 2024, you transitioned from the managing daily operations to serving as chair of the Strategic Council. It's pretty uncommon for a leader to intentionally step back to allow someone else to come in front. But what motivated you to hand over management? And how do you see your role as a strategic leader now?
That was quite a difficult decision, ladies, because especially we are ladies, we want to control everything. Everything should be under our control. But when the company becomes quite big in terms of value, geography, different business units, you understand that you should step back to see the big picture, to give all the direction grow, and to give more strategic view, to give more strategic ideas. And plus, you can strengthen the startups, the directions we just started. So I think it's really right decision because now I have more time for strategy, for more strategic decisions. But I get reports from all business units every day, and I really think that sometimes figures speak better than people.
So strategy, but a little bit of operational numbers you need, yeah, right? So imagine you're meeting yourself on your very first day of job. What would you tell Tatiana? And based on everything you learned so far, what advice can you give to the ladies here who wants to build a business empire of today?
Okay, it's a very interesting question. It's just like travel back. Okay, so what I would advise? First of all, Tatiana and young ladies, you have a lot of ideas, a lot of creative ideas, very smart ideas, but sometimes that ideas are just your ideas, and customers, people, they do not need them. So do not focus on your idea. Focus on what your customer needs. Does she need your products? What will be the difference from what already exists on the market? What additional value you will give with your product, service, etc. So therefore, idea is good. Okay, I will open beautiful beauty store. Okay, fantastic. There are plenty of them. Sephora, Douglas, Bloomingdale's, etc., L'Etoile. And what you will bring? So that is the most important, to understand what you will bring to your customer. I think this is the first thing. The second thing, I think you should hire people which are more professional than you. It's very difficult because sometimes you think, I'm very smart, I can do this and that, But if you find really professionals, because you cannot be smart in all directions, so hire really professional people. And the last but not least, probably you will say, Tatiana saying something wrong. Be greedy. Be reasonably greedy. Count your money. And do not start with the office on the Fifth Avenue.
Smart. Very smart. Let's talk a little about gender roles in business. Do you think that business is still a man's territory or not?
Okay, let's be honest. Yes, it is. But I really like in your question the word still.
Still. Women need women. We need more successful women at the top. We need more role models. We need more beacons. Yeah? Agree? We've already been discussing it. So the more successful ladies, the more successful ladies. So still, this is a still man's world. We'll change it shortly. So, what obstacles for women in business do you see today, and how might we women overcome them?
I think there are a lot of obstacles, frankly, and I do not really want to mention all of them, but I think there are two main which I really would like to highlight. The first one is stereotype. So many people, men and women, think that ladies, they're not so serious, we cannot focus, sometimes it's true, we cannot really solve serious issues, and that's really stereotype, because I met a lot of ladies who are much smarter, sharper, intelligent, and personally, I do not really think that is the problem of gender. I always think about competence and how a person is professional. So how can we cope with that? I think the more successful, smart cases we will have, the more successful ladies who really can show great results will have, as you said, role models, the more people will break that stereotype about ladies. And I think, to my opinion, 3-5 years, we will have 50-50, and then we will see.
We will see. So, what are you most proud of in your life?
Don't wait, I will say my business results. First of all, I'm proud of my kids, my 2 sons. So the elder one, Arseny, he's here in Dubai, and he runs affiliate, he runs L'Etoile here, and he does everything himself. And in a few days, he will open our 7 stores in Align and Jimmy Mall. And 100%, I can tell you the truth, I did not help at all. He did everything himself. Young gentleman, he didn't bother him with any questions. And on the 8th of November, we could see the store. So, and the younger one, he's in Ross Business School in Michigan University, really working very hard and trying to help us already. He is Gen Z with AI, with a lot of advice, So the boys, they are, I think I really most proud in my life.
What are your dreams of today?
Actually, we sometimes mix dreams and plans. We have so many plans. But in general, if you ask about a dream, I really would like to build global, friendly company, customer-centric in every country.
Thank you. In everyday life, what is Tatiana Volodina like? What do you like? What are your hobbies? What do you enjoy doing?
I'm very, very much family-oriented. I love to spend my free time with my family, with my kids, with my mom, and I have fantastic dog, Newfoundland, big dog who knows the Newfoundland. He's big like that, and nobody believes me that it is a dog. I have a lot of questions. Is it a dog? It is a bear. So he's fantastic, and he's my boss, by the way. He's my boss. He's extremely spoiled. I love spend time with friends. And I do a lot of sport. I have this Whoop bracelet, so I check, everything. So I do a lot of swimming, aqua aerobic, so I really love that. I follow a little bit of fashion, and I like Demna. I would like to see what he will do in Gucci. He just left Balenciaga. I just watched latest collection of Chanel, and I would like to see how Matthew will succeed there.
Chanel, you're here for Paris.
Yeah, fantastic, and the collection is really fantastic, and it's, we all discuss that you still keep the Chanel DNA, the heritage, but it's very fresh, very new. I really love it. Fantastic, ladies, you do a fantastic job. And I love football, and sometimes, when I want to switch from business into something also exciting, I watch football, and I'm a fan of Barcelona, and I love Lamine Yamal, the younger player from Barcelona. So a lot of things, and I really live very, very interesting and funny life. Yeah, thank you for the question.
Thank you. Could you please share 3 pieces of advice you would like to give for young women who would like to start their business?
Okay, actually, there is no key to success. Every lady, every person has its own story. Don't try to find a magic stick, and because it doesn't exist. But I will tell you the advice which I would follow. So first of all, set your goal, set your target, long-term and short-term. And the short-term should be quite realistic, because if you set something, unrealistic, you will never reach, and you will be really disappointed, and you will give up. So when in 2017 we decided to climb Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa, the ultimate goal was to reach the summit of Kilimanjaro. But when we were at the height of 5,000 meters, the goal was to reach the closest stone, because we didn't have oxygen. So therefore, set quite realistic targets. This is the first thing. The second thing I would advise. So to be realistic and to learn, to study every day, never stop studying every day, from good example, from bad example, from books, from AI, study, never stop to develop yourself. I think this is really the key of success. And the last but not least, for me it is extremely important, and these ladies, I really would like you to remember, always keep your family strong, because you will go through different situation, positive, negative. You will have really a lot of challenges in your life, but your family will always support you. I think that's my advice. Thank you.
Tatiana, thank you so much. That was the last question. Ladies, big applauses to Tatiana. Thank you. Thank you,
so
Tatiana.
much. I told you that on the 8th, we are opening our store in Elaine and Jimmy Mall, L'Etoile store. But, you know, for those who really would like to try luck, scan this QR code and probably you will be very lucky. Answer some questions and the surprise will wait for you. Otherwise, we wait for you in Jimmy Mall in Elaine on the 8th. Thank you very much, dear ladies. Thank you.
Thank you, Tatiana.
Thank you very much. Tatiana Volodina, Mila Semeshkina.